Hello YouTube friends, it's me, Rebecca, back from DragonCon. Not really back, I'm not back in London. I'm in Buffalo right now, where everything is made of cheese, and it's delicious. As you can see, or hear, or maybe tell, I'm a bit tired. I haven't quite recovered. My voice hasn't quite recovered. But I just wanted to do a quick update and mention that DragonCon was a huge success. Big success. It was horrible, but a success. Horrible in that, for instance, you have to wait in line everywhere for everything. Like to get our passes just to go to DragonCon, Amy who makes the cool jewelry, the artist on Skeptic, 2 hours to get passes because we pre-registered. And when you go to DragonCon, you save $20, I think, by pre-registering, but you lose 2 to 4 hours of your life waiting in line. It's like a punishment. If you don't pre-register, you just show up and buy your pass and it's fine. I guess this has been going on for like 15 or 20 years with DragonCon, which we thought was odd because we spent 2 hours in line and came up with dozens of reasons or dozens of ways to fix it. Really simple things that they could institute next year. So I don't know why. I think maybe they're just sadistic bastards, which is supported by the fact that at one point somebody made a ball out of balloons, like animal balloons, and they were hitting the ball around the audience, people standing in line for passes. They started hitting the ball around and having fun, and DragonCon employees took it away. They took away our ball like we were children. No joy allowed. And I didn't notice this. I went last year. I didn't notice it because I had like a special VIP pass thing, so I just bypassed the line. I went to the special room where they fed me grapes and chocolates and just handed me my pass. But this year I was not deemed cool enough for that. So, and you know what? I'm guessing if I ever go back, I'm again not going to be deemed cool enough because they're probably going to watch this video and they're going to be pissed. So I'm sorry, DragonCon people, but get your act together. That was awful. But what wasn't awful about it was meeting all the cool people. I met, just standing in line, I think I met 5 or 6 of you people watching right now. And you guys were mega cool. It's really awesome and flattering to have someone come up and say, I know who you are, and I watch your videos or listen to your podcast or read your blog or whatever. That's really cool. So thank you guys for that. And also other random people who didn't know me, I didn't know them, but we just, were stuck in line for 2 hours. So, but they were really fun. They made it a lot of fun. So that's what DragonCon, I think that's what it was all about. It was basically a lot of really badly organized stuff, really painful sort of processes to go through. But at the same time, you're meeting really wonderful people. And so that, I guess, made it worthwhile. So, yeah, we had the vaccine clinic went really well. The Skeptics did so much work. I didn't, but they did. They made these beautiful big posters with Doctor Who and Star Trek fan art to promote it and rented out, this empty restaurant where we set up all these nurses. And the nurses were great. They were positive and cool, and they said that sometimes they do these clinics and nobody even shows up, but they managed to vaccinate over 100 people. There was just this constant stream of DragonCon people coming in, getting vaccinated, and that was really cool to see. And to see later people walking around with "Hug me, I'm vaccinated" stickers on, that was mega cool. So thanks to everybody who helped stop, who is helping to stop the epidemic of pertussis that's happening. That was a big hit. And the other big success, I think, was our panel. We did the Skeptic panel thing, where it was like a quiz show that I was running, and my fellow skeptics were on the panel with me, as well as writer and podcaster Scott Sigler, and Mystery Science Theater 3000 guy and Riff Tracks guy Bill Corbett. And it was like 11:30 on a Friday night, and it was crazy. Like, I had had a few drinks, okay, and Bill Corbett shows up, and he's like, hey, I'm ready to go, but is it okay if my friends participate? And I said, yeah, sure. Who are they? And oh, well, this is Kevin Murphy. Kevin Murphy from MSD3K and RiffTrax. You guys, I love Kevin Murphy. Love him. And and then they introduced me to some other guy, but I didn't get his name. All I heard was Fark, so I thought that he was some sort of guerrilla fighter. And it wasn't until like halfway through the show that I looked over and I'm like, wait a minute, that's Drew Curtis from Fark.com. I've been reading his website for like 10 years. Um, and I love Fark. So, and he was really funny and cool. So I met them and just so many other cool people. And the panel was hilarious. I think we were supposed to go an hour, but I'm pretty sure we were there for about 2 hours. We had two bartenders. I think we were the only panel with our own bartenders mixing drinks, and um, it was hilarious. We were doing shots out of test tubes, and George Schraub was there in the front row and just randomly doing spit takes for us whenever we needed it, which was awesome. I don't know. It was such a good time. I'm sorry I was complaining about the lines and stuff before. I'm sorry, DragonCon. You're awesome. I take it all back. I'm really tired, guys. I'm sorry that this video isn't more interesting. I'm just rambling. There's no script or anything. There's nothing important to say. I'll say something about that in the title so that hopefully when you clicked on this, you knew what you were getting. But yeah, I'll be traveling for the next few weeks, so I apologize in advance if I'm not updating frequently, but I'm going to try, and I'm going to try to make it worth your while next time, I promise. Okay, bye everybody.